Oh, look how pretty this is. Wow. All right, y'all, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all have had a good week, month, day, however long it's been since you last heard my lovely voice. But yeah, hope y'all are doing well from wherever you're watching. So we're jumping right into it today. Today's video is going to be my first group ride. So we're going to head on over to Garner Power Sport, the dealership where I bought this lovely bike, and go on to a group ride and get some fried chicken for lunch. So we're going to experience this in real time with me. Again, I have no experience doing a group ride at all. So the goal of today is going to be to not make a complete ass of myself. And, of course, complete the ride without crashing, which I guess both of those go hand in hand. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to head on over there. I'm actually running a little late. It should be there in 4 minutes, and I'm not going to make it. I just got to get gas. But I think we have a half-hour window before we head out. So, but yeah, I'm going to cut the video here, head on over to the dealership, and I'll see y'all when the ride begins. All right, y'all. We're about to get started here. We met at the beginning of the ride and kind of talked through who is new to group riding, and they positioned us accordingly. And we're getting ready to go. So the new rider putting me toward the front, and new to group riding, put me toward the front here. And yeah, we'll talk about some of the formations and stuff as I'm riding. But yeah, you're doing this in real time with me. First group ride. All right, we are off. Got a good representation of bikes at this one. A few nakeds, a few sport bikes, a few cruisers, being led by a Honda Goldwing. You can see here maintaining a staggered formation. Meaning that you are to the left or the right of the person in front of you, well, also behind them. Reason for that is obvious, right? You want to be able to give them space in case they have to swerve out of the way. And overall initial impressions, this is pretty sick, not gonna lie. There's about 25 of us on this ride. It's gonna be about an hour long. I definitely won't show the whole hour-long ride. I don't think my Camry battery will even last that long. I didn't bring my backups with me. But I'll cut it down and show the important stuff, and yeah, this one's gonna be mostly about the ride. And again, riding that staggered formation to the right or left of the person in front of you in case there's an obstacle in the road, they have to swerve left or right. And you're gonna notice the red bike not the Goldwing, the other one in front of the Goldwing right now with the black and red jacket. She's going to be speeding up before intersection. She's our lane blocker, so she's going to be blocking traffic so we can get on to our turns as a group. So you saw her blocking traffic there. That's to make sure we all get past the light and continue on as a unit. So one of the things they spoke about before that, again, being new to group riding, I was unaware of, is that you're kind of one vehicle at these intersections, right? So we have a 20 bike long line here. If the first half of the line is crossing and the light is green, but by the time the second half gets there, the light turns yellow, the rest of the vehicle is expected to pass through the intersection anyway, because when we started it was green. So the blocker is holding up traffic there so that we can all move as a unit even though the light is red. So if you see that on the road as a car driver, you think folks are being assholes. That's not the case. They're just trying to keep the group together. Yo, hope you're enjoying the video and having a fantastic day. I want to go ahead and just thank you for watching. And if you're interested in keeping up with my content, let this be a reminder to hit that subscribe button to follow all my weekly uploads on the new rider journey. But with that said, I appreciate your time, appreciate you watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. See you out there. So far so good, way less intimidating than I thought it was going to be. This is a pretty chill group too. And in case you're wondering, we're not on comms or anything, just going old school, hand signals, passing, signal lights down the line. You also may notice the camera quality hopefully is a little better. Made some adjustments to the DJI, got a filter, reduced my frame rate, so we should be getting a nicer picture today, which is sweet. Super excited to see how it comes out. There's some specific challenges to this I'm finding, but I'm also finding that it's, in a way, it's easier as well. Like, you're definitely way more visible to other cars. There's fucking 20 of us. We're like 4 semi-trucks long right now. But obviously, you know, you got to pay attention to what everybody's doing. And make sure you're holding that tight formation. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this. More than I thought I would. I've been more of a solo rider in the beginning here. Obviously don't want to make a fool out of myself in the group ride. But I've got no place where I felt comfortable enough to go ahead and join one. So here we are. Don't regret it. It's been good. Also a really pretty route. It's funny, the response from car drivers is either like absolute disgust or pure joy. It's pretty hilarious. Also, I'll add, I'm riding with clearly some powerful bikes around me right now. I got a few R7s in here. Fireblade is in here somewhere. The Rebel's doing a good job of keeping up. I mean, we're pretty much riding the speed limit. But I haven't had problem kind of maintaining formation and accelerating into the R7 that's in front of me. So, Rebel 500 is doing great. Doing great. It's really, past all the tests in terms of, being a starter bike and beyond. I just can't say enough about the 500. I will be getting another bike within the next 6 or so months here, kind of upgrading from this, but this is truly a fantastic bike, and the last test will be when we take it up to the Blue Ridge Parkway in October, which of course I'll have a video for that. Oh, look how pretty this is. Wow. Some good riding in North Carolina, baby. Underrated part of group riding is finding routes you wouldn't otherwise find. It's back roads out here, Apex, Holly Springs area, North Carolina, pretty damn fun. So some nice sights, some nice overhangs, really pretty. you'll notice, you know, we're riding in a staggered formation, but you'll notice sometimes on turns, everybody gets in a straight line, and that's kind of the expectation, you know, with sharper turns. Everybody lines up, and then you get back in the staggered formation. You kind of maintain the stagger as best you can in the turn, but the important thing is to turn safely. So typically you end up in a straight line. That's something they teach you too in the E-course for the MSF. It's something you have to learn about for your permit testing as well, here in North Carolina anyway. These different kind of formations. See how we're kind of straightening up now throughout this turn. And we're gonna pop back into a stagger. All right, hey y'all, sorry to cut the group ride footage so abruptly. My camera battery died before we got to finish. I honestly was not expecting the ride to be as long as it was. The destination was only 30 minutes away, but we took all these back roads, and the ride ended up being 2 hours long, which I'm not complaining about. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to take this time to kind of reflect on the ride and close out with you all on the video. So again, you know, new rider here, 1,200 going on 1,300 miles total in my experience. This was my first group ride I've ever done. So let's talk about kind of what I went through, and maybe you can use as a reference to what you may expect. So basically, the dealership that I bought my bike from, they do monthly group rides every second Sunday of the month. So the sales rep that sold me the bike let me know that the group ride was happening, and sent me a reminder. So I was like, ooh, you know, I'll go out. Let's do this thing. I think I'm ready. So I get there. We're heading out at 10:30. We all meet at 10, kind of just park the bikes and chat as people roll in. And then about 10:30-ish, 10:25-ish, they pulled everybody in and explained the different positions that folks were going to have. So you have your leader, who's kind of the pace setter. Then you have your folks that are in the back that are going to be more experienced. Those are the ones that are going to be kind of running yellow, red lights, keeping the group together. You have your newcomers or new to riding in groups in the front. I was in that category. So I was about, I believe, 4 bikes back from the front. There's a few of us new folks on the ride, or new to group riding, I should say, on the ride. And then there was the position that the organizer ran. I'm not sure what that position was called, but she basically was kind of front to back, keeping everybody together, and she would be the one to get out in front when there was a green light, to make sure and kind of block incoming traffic, to make sure the group was able to stay together as best as she could. So yeah, we kind of rounded up. They kind of laid out what to expect. They asked who was new to group riding, and a few of us raised our hand. That's how they got us into the front of the pack. And then from there, we kind of lined up, and we set off on the ride. So the lineup, and you saw it in the video, and I talked a little bit about it. It's called the staggered formation, and again, if you do the MSF course or if you get your license or permit, the written exam is going to have info on this. In group riding, you ride in a staggered formation, which means, you know, person in the front, say they're to the right of you, you're going to be behind them to the left of them. So you're basically giving them the whole road, but you're sticking to one side of the road. All right. So they have wiggle room to maneuver around obstacles from left to right, and you have wiggle room to move around obstacles from left to right, right? So you got to maintain that lane position throughout, and you'll find it's not hard to do so when you have the guidance of the other riders in front of you. Kind of don't really have an option. But yeah, then they're setting the pace. The few folks in front of you are setting the pace. So you're the fastest person is the person in front of you, right? So you're going as fast as they're going is what I'm trying to say. That makes sense. All right. So then, yeah, from there, you know, the only real thing to note is just being mindful of setting your pace and keeping up with folks. Being mindful of the folks behind you every now and then to make sure that they're keeping up with the group, and communicating things on the road as they kind of come up. So if an obstacle is coming up, identify that obstacle by pointing your foot at it and letting everybody know, and everybody will kind of send the message backwards to the line. And then if we are approaching a stop, if we're approaching a slowdown, letting everybody know with hand signals that we are approaching a stop or slowdown, or if we're turning left or right, letting everybody know we're turning left or right with hand signals, or of course your signal light. So you send the message down the line. Other than that, it's like riding solo, but cooler. You know, I also found some great routes that I would have never ridden on, that are kind of away from where I typically ride, that I'm going to head out to solo later on, which was nice. And I met a bunch of cool folks in the process. So really great experience. Highly recommend it. I'm looking forward to doing it again and trying to find some more groups to ride with in the area. And I would say, yeah, if you are comfortable doing what I'm doing right now, kind of maintaining a steady speed at the speed limit and staying on the left or on the right side of the road, right, like I'm doing here, and you're comfortable letting go and giving a hand signal, right? That's not even necessarily a requirement, but you should be able to do that before you head on the group ride. You're probably ready to go. I mean, you should give it a shot, man. It was a lot of fun. And again, like I said, I'm looking forward to doing the next one. So with that said, we'll wrap this video up as I approach these back road twisties here. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you all for watching the content. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Again, the subscription numbers have been insane to me, and they keep on piling. So I really do appreciate folks enjoying the content as well as engaging in the comment section. Try to answer back to what everybody says in there. But yeah, if you're into the community, if you're enjoying the videos, definitely feel free to subscribe and support the channel. If not, that's totally fine. But either way, I hope you all are having a great day and you are staying safe on the road. And I'll leave it at that, y'all. See you on the next one. Peace out.